Alright, can people hear me? I think we're ready to go. Right. I'm just gonna be drawing for a bit. I said I was gonna do a drawing stream. I was gonna do it yesterday, but I couldn't. So I'm gonna start now, and I'll probably continue drawing in the morning. And we'll just go. But I'm just gonna be, I just gotta set up the stream thingamajig. So I gotta take... Oop. There we go. And that should do it. Right. I got something to draw for another video. So I'm going to do some rough outlines for this right now. Get out some rough shapes. And figure out what I want for it. It's going to probably take a while to do it. I need to get some foundations down. While listening to some Panzer Dragoon. That's my plan. Four people in the chat. Can everyone see? Just make sure everyone. Can everyone see the screen? Everyone can hear me? Okay, that's good. Okay, so we'll do. That is Gilbert, very perceptive. That is Panzer Dragoon. I'm just drawing. It's a commission I gotta do, even though my wrist is a bit fucked, but I said I'd do this a while ago before I was having complications, so I'm gonna take it a step at a time. I've got some time to finish it, so I'm gonna start sketching out some of the ideas for it. Get some ideas down. Yeah, there we go. I don't know if any of these lines I've actually drawn are helpful, but I guess we'll find out. I just kind of threw some lines down and was like, yeah, this kind of looks like lines. Take that. Maybe if I adjust it a little bit to this way. I have no idea what I'm doing, so who knows if this will actually work, but you gotta try, right? Oop. Oh yeah, the art designer Sid Meier, Sid May, is it? I know he was on Turn A. He did the Gundam design in that show. I don't know if he did anything else. It's a pretty good design. I like it. It's like a little angry. It's not supposed to be angry, but I could probably figure that out later. It's this brush I got. I got it from some Japanese artist. It's very loose like pencil brush. It's quite articulate as well. Don't know if it's actually a good idea for me to use it or not, but I'll use it in the roughing stage. It gives you a lot of momentum, you got a lot of control, which is probably good. Hell yeah. Yeah, Panzer Dragoon, pretty good soundtrack. Most of them have some unique music in their own right. Mm, 12 PM, damn. It's almost 12 AM over here. Alright, yeah, John. Let's turn that back on. Oh wait, I had those on the same. Oh god, that was a bad idea. So I see I've got... Wait a minute. Okay. Should at least get like the core pieces of the face in. So that's pretty close. Just a little way up there. We also got a little tongue as well. Like that. The tongue might take a while to master. Maybe, yeah, maybe a little that way, like reverse. Yeah, like reverse of the face. Should probably plan this out a bit more like a, what would be the word? Like a Genga. So I'm probably going to have to paint it separately, so I might need to just archive down where things should be. So like that's a shaded area, slash 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 slash. Using, and then we've got slash 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 slash. An area here. Area here, slash 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 slash. I mean, there's an ear in here as well, so I think the ear probably matches to about there. Might be a bit more face here than that line implies. Yeah, I like One Piece. Like well, I've kind of like been following the thing for a good long time, though I'm not really up to date. But yeah, I think, you know, ebbs and flows. I've enjoyed watching my experience, but a lot of it goes back a long way. Like I've read a fair bit, I watched a fair bit back in the day, Used to watch it when it was on television. Though, like, I haven't really followed consistently since probably Whole Cake Island, I don't think. Though I'd skipped some stuff before then. Though I have, of recent, kept up a little bit more with the Toei production, because it's been really solid. Like, they've done a lot of cool stuff with the show since, with their new pipeline, and I think that's been really interesting looking at, especially when I know someone who did a cut or two for it. But yeah, you know, credits to Toei for doing some really wild work with it. And they, I wouldn't say they're amazing, but I'm just getting by. Yeah, I did a quick stream the other day just to tell people about you know, content strikes. I got like a really random one out of nowhere. I think we're in slightly better form. I don't know how to say it. We're in slightly better positions as of today, because as far as I know today, the old claim that was on this channel should be gone. That's from months ago, where Toei kind of fucked me over with a Captain Harlock one that I couldn't get rid of. And as of today, I got an email saying that the weird bogus one I got from like a day or two ago, where something called King Records decided to claim an old Maria video I made, even though they didn't specify what they were claiming at all, which is, you know, fucking amazing. They just claimed the video, even though it was mostly a vlog. So I have no idea what they're actually claiming in the video. I don't think they know themselves. But it said it went forward, so my claim against them went forward, which is good. Which means that in about 2 weeks or so, that claim will be sorted. But you know, it's just fucking annoying I had to go through it in the first place. But it probably means that, yeah, I just have to wait now, and then that situation will be sorted. But it's annoying I had to deal with it in the first place, I guess. But at least it's not going to be a long-standing problem, because I know when the Nausicaa video eventually comes out, whenever that will be, we're going to be dealing with more copyright issues from Ghibli. So, you know, I like to be ahead of this stuff. If I'm dealing with copyright issues, I want to be back to no claims. It gets more complicated the more you get. It's like really easy just to lose your channel if you do make a couple of the wrong moves and you can't get YouTube to listen to you. Yeah, it's still progress. Thank you, another 88. And thank you, Ari from France. I'm glad you like the retrospectives. Yeah, well, the funny thing, Derek, is that like the studio, the people who are claiming the video have no associations with the artist they're claiming for, which is the weirdest part. That they don't seem to, like, they're not on the label or anything, so I don't really know what they're claiming. Because it's mostly a vlog, there's a couple audio clips in it, but they claimed video. So I don't know what video they're claiming the video. I don't know what they actually saw in the video, but were like, yeah, we own that. Maybe there's some old live footage in it somewhere, I think. Like an old live performance, but not an artist that they are, like, representing. But I don't know. Sounds like just like a weird situation. Stuck in a crossfire. But as long as it gets sorted, then good. That's all I can say. Just would rather YouTube, you know, did their fucking job. I don't know, it seems a little bit ridiculous. I mean, I guess they're just like, oh well, they've sent this legal thing, it's not our problem anymore. But like, do you at least check if they own what they're sending? I don't know, like get some proof. I don't know. Or like, can you give me something a bit more specific than the name of the title of the video? Because it seems like all that stuff goes out of the window as soon as they're like, well, we want you to take it down, so We don't need to give you any reasons, or that we own it. Because YouTube's like official response is just, well, yeah, even if you think it's like unofficial, like you just have to counter it. And I'm like, it's not really ideal to be like, oh yeah, just give all your, you know, personal details and contact details to a random stranger on the internet if you think they're not telling the truth, and then see if they sue you. So yeah, that's a great plan there, YouTube. Great. Also, sometimes we don't send the claim if we don't want to, even though we say we don't want. We're not any way associated with this. Oh, thank you very much, Vomits. Vomits is a great name. Vomits. Really enjoyed your videos. Keep up, great. I really appreciate the 10 Canadian dollars. I struggled to start the stream today just because I'm tired, and you know, I'm not the most sociable of fellows, but I did say I was going to do a drawing stream, and I needed to get this done. So I thought the best way of doing it, so you know, keeping me accountable, would be to do it on stream. I tend to like drawing on stream anyway. Keeps me focused. You know, just sit down and just sort of do it. Just put some music on and just chill out for a bit and chat a little. Yeah, I think it can be soothing. I mean, it's a little tiring in its own, but it can be like a nice time just to sort of hang out. That part could probably be bendier. I might need to change this rubber though. It doesn't feel like it's doing much. Up it a bit. If I went under this a little bit. I don't actually know if I made anything better. No, actually, let's get rid of that. That's probably fine as it is. We'll adjust it later. I'll do something. Maybe I'll just do a bit of a sharpening there. And curve this a little bit. No, that didn't work. Never mind. This could be curvy as well. Because this goes all the way up to there. Should have probably done a better job finding out the proportions on some of these parts of the faces. I mean, I think it's mostly that. I feel like this eye, though, considering it's the only eye in the picture, even if it's not to the exact proportion here, I think I could make that bigger. Like that could go down there. And it wouldn't matter too much if it was just a little bit wider. Now, I didn't actually do this hair strand. I like the idea of that. A bit like that. What is that shape there with her? 'Cause it seems to go like that. The neck is just really bendy, is it? Maybe that's her shoulder too, like that? I don't know. It's a little confusing to me, but I won't worry about it too much. It's probably fine. The inside of these ears aren't exactly super complicated, though I think that they're shaded completely like that, I believe. I think this whole area over here is probably going to be shaded like that. I might need to... There should probably be more hair. Like, yeah, like that maybe. But the hair actually comes down like... Wait a minute. Yeah, there we go. That's coming together a little. Though I do need to... I need to lower the eye a little bit. I've heard Half Away Flash is pretty alright, though I'm not really up to date enough to watch it, but I'm glad that it's doing very well for the studio. Oh, the cat's at the door, is she? There you go. Hello, cat. Unfortunately, I don't have camera on today because it was too much for the issue to get it going. If I did, I'd probably have cat camera going right now, but she's probably not going to stay around long enough for it to actually mean something. Alright, cat, I can hear you. So I'm going to pull that down a little. A little bit, just a tiny bit, bring her eye down as well, because we elongated the other one, so we might as well. Shush, cat. Right, she's sitting down on the bed next to me. Yeah, it's Nami. How's my wrist today? You know, it goes up and down. I mean, I'm doing a bit of drawing with it today, and I guess I'm testing the waters to see how it reacts. But I think the key for drawing something usually, is to avoid repetitive motion within the same space. So like, if the eraser's too weak, or if you're doing lots of like weird line work, I should avoid those kind of movements. So I'm trying to be real loose right now. This is just like rough territory. So yeah, I'm just keeping it loose and getting a feel for the drawing, and then I'll probably just keep adding to it as we go. Like, maybe I'll bring in a different brush or something at some point. It's like, because this brush is really loose to work with, but I don't know if I'll be using it for the final artwork. Nah. That's not too bad. Find it later, I guess. Maybe take that shape for a second. I think I could rotate it a bit more. To me that would look better that way. Yeah, there we go. Maybe bring more of the eye over here as well, because the eye will have to be I'd probably get rid of the highlight entirely. But maybe it's just darker in that corner up there. I don't know if there should be a highlight, but I can always bring it back, I guess. Well, DLD, I mean, I've been dealing with carpal tunnel for like 10 months. There's no real getting rid of it. But, it might be 11 months now, actually. Yeah, I try and draw more with my shoulder these days. I mean, the last time, some of the issues that brought it on was using a different kind of tablet, a much smaller one that, you know, you had to draw a very specific way. This one I've got on like, on some books, and it's up a little higher, and it's on an angle, so I draw a lot more with my whole arm now than I do with just my wrist, and that takes the tension off it, but I've got to be careful still a little bit. And yeah, we're drawing girls. I mean, we're drawing Nami. I'm drawing it, well, I'm roughing it out. I'm roughing out a sort of thumbnail. Let's just get rid of, yeah, let's get rid of that whole thing there. I'm going to take you for a second. Take the whole layer. I've got to think about position. Okay. Right, to move this little line. Yeah, DLDR. I have like a 16-inch now, I think, the pad tablet wise, and yeah, I think it is useful. I won't say it does wonders. Like, it's not going to get rid of the issue, but it does relieve tension in the alternative. Yeah, you have a good one, right? How's it going, Gabriel? I've got to be careful here, actually. Just noticed that there is an area that goes off here, about there, that isn't in this. Let's turn the opacity up for a second. Because this area is clear. Like that. And then the hair, that probably goes. I've got to be careful with the tongue. I don't want I don't want the tongue touching the hair. That would be a bit weird. We probably shouldn't be licking her own hair. It's probably not the other vibe I want. I don't know. I guess I'd have to ask the person in question, but I don't think that's what they're looking for quite. Oh yeah, see there's actually, should probably make a note, there's like a line of highlights over here and there. You wrap tape on your pen to make it bigger so it's bigger to hold. I mean, this pen's pretty big. I don't need it any bigger. I don't think that's going to help me. Yeah, Gabriel, I hear the 1.0 arcs are pretty impressive. I mean, I see like clips and Sakuga clips a fair bit, and like they got basically the movie team from Toei working on it. It seems on like a weekly basis. It's kind of insane, but they're wrapping up, and I guess it's a very lucrative franchise for them, so I'm glad they're putting the no stops bar onto it now. Seems like they struggled with One Piece for quite some time. Like some of the earliest records of the struggles go back to like Water 7, where they were really fighting to keep the production together, even though it was harder to tell back then. Maybe that's just because of the luck or how it went back then, but they seem to have a really bad time. A really bad time back then. Should probably keep an eye on over here as well with this shape, because it looks like it should probably be. Let me go up a little higher, like that. And this ear shape as well seems to go. take this shape. It's a bit more like that. Oh, I keep checking to see if I'm on the right layer, but yeah, I am. The hair might come out a bit more than I've got here actually as well. Oh. Yeah, it probably does. Go back here. Because we've got like this. What is that? Probably a bit more. Maybe around a bit more. There might also be a bit more over here. I don't know, how's... I'll probably fuck around with it a bit more as we develop this picture. Might actually zoom in a bit more as well. But, you know, yeah, we'll probably zoom in more when I have the final thumbnail, but it's good to have a bit more space to work with. But like if I have to zoom, so that's the line. Catra. Yeah, I've watched Patlabor, the movie timeline. I mean, I've seen the two movie films. I mean, I've been meaning to sit down. Here's the thing with Patlabor, right? It's nothing to do with the series. It's just a technical annoyance. For me, it has been that, like, for a while actually, for the last couple of months, I've been seeing that Patlabor's been on sale. But in America. So there's been all these sales for like the on different websites. So it's been like the Right Stuff and Sentai. They've been trying to get rid of their like complete Patlabor entire series, all of it together. You can buy it all in one go, and some of them go for like $30. I mean, it's like it's pretty damn good deal to be frank. Here's the problem, right? Problem one, originally when I was looking for it, is that like they're all region 1, so they're all region coded. And that was a problem for me, because I could only play that shit on my computer. I do not watch shit on my computer, unless it's for like a video, or like it's something I have to like rip off it. I don't enjoy watching stuff on my computer, usually I'm busy. So I don't like that, and I'm not going out of my way to buy a very expensive region 3 Blu-ray player when I already have like several Blu-ray players in the house. However, recently I did some overclocking quotation marks on my PS3, and now it actually does play all regions, luckily enough. So I was like, okay, that's great. So like next time I was looking around, I was looking for a Patlabor set, and I saw one on, I think, on the Right Stuff. It was going pretty cheap, probably $34 something like that. And I was like, okay, let's try and buy it and see what happens. And I was like, oh, it does. They do send to the UK. And then I realized, oh, okay, but there's going to be a couple issues on top of that. One is the ridiculously expensive post and packaging, which doubled the price, and like import fees. And I was like, well, that's just fucking useless. Then I guess I'm not buying that. It went from like $30 to like $60 or $70 instantly. So I had to look around for any like second-hand or ones that have like made their way already to this area, but it's been kind of slim pickings, and some of them were like 60 quid or something. So I've kept my eye out, but like the issue with imports and postage have basically kept me away from buying the whole series, and that would have been the nicest way, I think, for me to like sit down and watch it all on my projector or something, opposed to just like ripping it all on my computer and maybe eventually watching it one day. Maybe. I mean, I've watched the two films in the past. I have an old DVD set of the films I watched with a friend once upon a time, before the COVID days. And yeah, I liked the film. So I was probably a big fan of the first film than the second one. The second film has a really strong visual like iconography, and I could see how that would have like inspired what eventually became Ghost in the Shell. Or I guess in a how would I put it? Manga Video saw Pat Labor 2 and was like, shit, Oshi, can you do us, if we give you the cash dollar bills, money, cash money, would you like to do something for that? If we give you half money or whatever, can you do something for that for a Manga Video? Release, we're looking for some more VHSs, you know, to sell. So can you do that for us, baby boy? And lo and behold, that's what happened. But yeah, I'd like to sit down and watch more, but I don't know. I feel like the only way I would sit down and watch more is if I was going to make a video on it, realistically, just because of like time, or if I ended up buying the whole set. And it's just like buying the set. They've never made a full English set before. They've only released like bits and pieces in English, so I don't know if I'm ever going to be able to have a whole set myself conveniently without spending a fuck ton of money. Yeah, I imagine it's annoying for you, Greg, but it's probably easier for you to buy over in America. And now it's like half the price. Yeah, but I can't even buy it at half the price. It just doubles or triples if I try and get it imported. So maybe one day there'll be like someone had sent it over to the UK and I can buy one for 40 quid or something. If I'm lucky, if I keep my eyes out, if I keep my eyes peeled, I'll find a good deal on it one day. But until that day comes, you know, I'm probably not going to end up watching it. Just because, you know, time-wise, I got a lot of shit I should be doing, and I'm not very good at doing it, quite frankly. It's been a bit of a chaotic day today. I haven't done a huge amount. I've wrote a little bit more, but like this, I'm just such a slow script writer, and it embarrasses me how slow I am at writing all this shit down. I'm like 20 notepad pages or so, maybe more, into this script, but like I've been trying to source at the same time, and that's really slowed my mental capacity down, I guess, is trying to figure out what, like, I'm trying to keep it on top of all the sources now, so it's not a nightmare at the end. But that does certainly make it harder for me to like think freely when I'm writing stuff down. Because I'm also trying to keep on top of where's all this shit coming from. We're at like, last time I checked, we were at like 45 sources. And I think we're only like roughly 20-ish minutes into the video. I have to get. I'm guessing because like, you know, it's written pages. I can't really tell, but yeah, there's a lot of sources, and there's probably going to be more and more. Google user, that's a nice name. You're not even, well, I'm not American either, so, you know, the feeling's mutual. I don't know, Canadian, where the fuck are you? Wherever you got your shit from. How much to commission for Sonic Furry Board? You know, it's not really my field. I don't think I could do a very good job, to be honest. So I don't think I can help you there, I'm afraid. A lot of Lupin releases for a long time were basically only region. I guess if they were only Italian. Alright, I finished my water, so let's get back to this drawing. To be honest, I probably shouldn't be putting so many fucking lines here, because this part of the hair isn't even shaded. This part over here. I think we might be at the end of the soundtrack because I think we're getting into like random sound effects now. Not like this isn't like an avant-garde piece or anything. I think it's just random sound effects from the game. If that's the case, I might have to change the soundtrack in a second. Maybe I'll go to the second album, second game. I'll figure out these shapes a bit more actually. Alright, okay. This rough is coming together a little bit, piece by piece. Although, looking at this UI, yeah, I think this is the soundtrack. So we can actually probably move you a little bit more to the left a bit as well, just to even you out. Yeah, I mean, sometimes, capture, yeah, these sort of regions of, you know, certain things are on sale somewhere and they're not somewhere else, depending on who's got the license. I don't know if I've ever seen Venus Wars. I don't think I've ever seen Venus Wars in sale in these parts. Not in the B zone, but maybe it's another country. Might be before my time, I don't know. I think once upon a time Venus Wars was on VHS here. I can't remember if we ever got anything after that. I don't recall. Am I going to draw Robin? No, this is commission, guys. This is part of a larger project, so this isn't just for fun. So it's specific, and it'll probably make, I don't know. To be fair, you probably won't see. You might not get to see the finished one on stream because I think that what my plan was with this, once I get the composition down and I get the AOK, my plan. Wait, if I remove these for a second. My plan with it is to print it out, and what I'm going to be doing, I'll kind of make it. I want the final to look a bit like a postcard memory. So I'm thinking of doing some watercolor, like a watercolor overlay on everything. And then we'll then I'll bring that back into Clip Studio Paint and sort of bring the worlds together between the two, because we also unfortunately I had a draw, what would we call it? I had like a photo reference that I wanted, and I did the reference with some colors and had it all done really nicely, and then my memory card on my camera went like funky, and I forgot to remove the video file with the references on them, so I lost like all my time and effort in making this nice source. It was gone, because what needs to be here is there needs to be like two fingers here, and then there's, well, I guess it'd be more than two fingers. Wait a minute. So, you know, we're gonna have the finger, we're gonna have a finger like that, and there'll be a nice little disc there. like that, I reckon. So this is my terrible. This will be my keepsake version, I guess, or what you can call it. My temp version until I actually do it for real. But you know, it will be somewhere here next to it like that. And it'll be you know, you'll see it and it'll be shiny, like that, nice and shiny Blu-ray or whatever in the hand. And the rest of the background will be like fiery burning fire or something, some sort of burning kind of. I guess maybe it'll feel like a sunset, and maybe there'll be some like sparkles. You know, have some sparkly colours around. There'll be sparkles everywhere. I'll be like, pew, pew, pew. Have little sparkles, have little steam. Probably everything will look like it's on fire, and I'll make sure I know all my shadows and colour references go, and we'll really watercolour into the hair, I guess, and make sure all the shadow lines are correct. And I'll add some glow on the shiny bits of the eye there and whatever else. Well, that's interesting, Alessandro. You still have your VHS player. The thing is, from a preservation perspective, I went to this, once upon a time, I went to like a BFI showing. Yeah, I mean, if you can find VHS, anime on VHS, I mean, I'd say go for it. Although, it's worth mentioning that VHSs do not have a good life expectation. So finding VHSs from back in the 80s, they might not be in the best quality, and obviously the more you play a VHS, the worse quality it becomes. But like, they don't have a very long life expectancy, VHSs. So like, they do erode quite fast, and eventually they're just gone. So there is that is, I guess, somewhat the issue with collecting like a VHS opposed to something that's a little bit more long term existence wise, is that, you know, the VHS is always eroding. Though I guess some people like the aesthetic of that. Like, Google user, what a funny name. From the Soul Charm. What do you mean by From the Soul Charm? I don't know what that is in context to. It sounds nice, I guess, but you know, depends what's coming from the soul. Oh yeah. The music. Sorry, guys. 1 second. I'll switch. I'll try and switch the music. Let's see. I might need to. Where's my thingamajig gone? There we go. I'm going to spin for a second while I find the soundtrack I wanted. There we go. Oh, alright. Back to this. Right, so these two lines here might need a little bit more. Yeah, I'm going to just move that a bit like that. This might be a little bit too low. I'm gonna have to figure out all this construction. Hairs are complicated, man. God, I don't fucking envy these animators with all the hair they have to draw. And all the shading they have to do on it. Fucking hell. Like, doing the construction lines for it, I'd be fucking awful at this. Like, trying to make sense of all these shapes is not really my forte. Usually I'm a bit more abstract with it. And maybe I'll be a bit more abstract in the final version when I'm just painting it in. But it's good to have something to work with, you know, something that... to like be like, okay, this is kind of the shape, and this is how it this is how it contorts. This is what everything looks like. It does feel like maybe it exists a bit further. Wait a minute. Let's up you for a second. Just let me clear out some of these shapes. Clean it. And we'll add back it in a bit. We'll just clean these spaces. Yeah, there we go. It's a bit better. Yeah, I mean, it's a rough. It doesn't need to be perfect. We'll probably slowly clean it as we go. But like, I'm not well. I guess the important thing to tell the chat, I'm not actually trying to do like a one-for-one for that picture there. That picture is just sort of like my reference for the side of the face. At some point, we're going to throw that reference away and start adding to different things. Like I added the little bright eye thing already. I had a couple different ones. I also have another reference somewhere, which will be my paint guide, I guess I'd call it. Oh god, no, that's too big now. Yeah, I don't know, my paint guide, it's like the sort of feeling I want, in the painterly qualities, sort of like shady areas that I want in the picture. So I'll bring that in at a different time, though it's not like the same kind of thing. I might bring in some of the hair, and then maybe I'll bring in some other pictures as well, just sort of like more illustrative pictures of Nami that have been like painted by Oda to sort of get a feel for like, alright, this is how you do it in a more textural way. Yeah, it's a sad fact. Yeah, VHSs are just not they were not made to last. Let's say they were made for the commercial market. I don't think they were expecting anyone to like hold on to them for 50 years or whatever. I mean, if you want to buy them for the collection's sake, go for it. It's just you know, just as long as you know what you did, the reason why you're doing it. Oh, how's it going, Troy? Yeah, we're drawing some Nami. This is it's gonna be for a thumbnail commission coming up. But I'm gonna this is the rough, but like I'm probably gonna end up printing it out and doing bringing out my light box and doing some. I want it to become like a Dasaki sort of harmony, you know, postcard memory kind of thing by the end of it. So after I get down the shape and get the okay with like the I guess the composition, I'll print it out I probably can't do that on stream though. I don't know. It would be a bit awkward to do it on stream. I guess I could try and get the camera looming over me as I paint it in, but I don't know if that will be. I don't know. That might be funny. That might be funny to watch. Maybe I'll try. I don't know. It might be too much effort to set up, but I could give it a go. Just sit down and paint and see people roughly see me painting. I'll go full on Bob Ross with it. I'll show everyone the watercolor painting process. Though they probably should be following my way of doing it, because it will not be good. But yeah, the final version will be quite a mix. Hopefully, I might be able to find some old archives of stuff I've got for the background already. I remember I found a picture the other day I could probably add in. I have some old watercolor washes somewhere, so maybe I can just throw that in the background, maybe throw some other prints I have, and then create a bit of a mixture of, because I want it to be quite flamey. It's gonna be a very flamey picture, and this disc is gonna be like the blues. Maybe we'll have some deep purple shadows, but it's gonna be quite a fiery, dark abyss of flame. You know, this is fine, but yeah, this is fine dog, but for Nami. But she's trying to sell you Blu-rays in hell. That's the vibe. Ooh, spooky music. Must be in the creepy part of the game. Okay, so with Nami here, well, I should probably take note of this. This part of the hair is darker, which probably means it's like more in the inner folds. So it's a little bit more angled here, I think. So we're gonna pull the face back a bit. Maybe a bit like this. But yeah, so this is actually all should be shaded. This whole area is like shaded here. Ooh. It must be using the same like MIDI synth as yeah. See that's from Legend of Zelda. It's from Ocarina of Time. They must be using the same MIDI. I guess it must be like a MIDI piano or something. Because this is on the Sega Saturn, so I don't know where they get that sound from. It must be the same sample. Boop, boop, boop. So yeah, it's like the sound, you know, when you go through the menu. When you open and close stuff. Well, I better actually fix this. Ear is not quite right now either. Should bring back the light into it. I'm gonna be the light bringer here. I'm bringing back the ear. There we go. Japanese Blu-rays. They might well be Japanese Blu-rays. Though I assume they're supposed to be localized in the context of this, but... Kino X, is that a joke? You're asking me if I listen to Sutomayo. Is that a joke? I don't know if that's a joke or not. Considering my video history. The ultimate, that is the, you know, if Japan could, I bet they would fucking try that, trying to sell you like, each Blu-ray now only has 20, is in Super HD, but you could only see 10 minutes of one episode on, and they're all $40. If you want to own One Piece, you have to buy 7,000 Blu-rays. It's in staggering 1080p quality. High depth 1080p, but really large files that fit on these Blu-rays completely. What a steal, yeah. $40, that's a steal! What, half a One Piece episode for $40? Holy shit! Actually, you know, it might be nice for her to like overlap with that Blu-ray. That might actually be quite nice, to see her hair go over it. Yeah, I think that's... Maybe we bring her up a bit. Yeah, I'm liking that feeling. I'm wondering if that disc is going to be a bit of a point of contention, how big it becomes in the end, but I like the overlapping of it. It makes it feel like it exists more. But how big the disc is in the hand is going to be the question of, do I want a really big hand or do I want a small hand? I have to try some stuff out probably. Oh, okay. Alright, hand. 1 second, everyone. I need to do some stretches on my hand. It's playing up. Alright, stretch this hand out a little bit. But yeah, this rough is coming around a little bit. I mean, I said I'd get it rough done at least. Don't know how long I'll go for though. But like, yeah, some of the ideas are coming together at least. Hey Hayden, must be really late over there for you. It is the real One Piece. Nami was One Piece all along. Actually, the real One Piece would be... See, this is how it goes. This is how they get you at Toei. The last episode of One Piece, the anime, is just going to be them. They open the treasure chest and it's just a set of the Blu-rays. It's like, you can now buy One Piece complete collection on Blu-ray from Japan. It only costs $7,000. It's one piece of Blu-ray. That was actually the treasure all along. And then it will be like, if you want to find the true ending to One Piece, you have to buy it in our $7,000 version, which has the final OVA where we unlock what really One Piece is. That's how they get you. But yeah, Alexandro, playing the guitar will not be good for my hands. I have either nerve damage or carpal tunnel. Playing guitar is not good for either of those situations. I could barely use a controller. In fact, I don't try to anymore, because my like hand relapses at any time I like pick up a controller to play something. Like if I play it long enough, like it just does damage. So I don't think I can... I was trying to play some visual novels the other day. Was it other week maybe? And I just remember having to press A or like X to like continue on. That was just fucking killing me. I had to like switch hands. Like I couldn't do it. It's too much repetitive motion. So yeah, I'm not great at even games where there isn't anything to do in them. But yeah, I try not to abuse or do too much with it. I'm trying to get into the habit of using my left hand more for mouse stuff, and I bought a new mouse. Jesus Christ, I bought so many fucking mouses over the last year. I bought like a new portable mouse that's like a vertical one, and I have a vertical one here, but it's a bit cheap. It feels a bit light, so I bought a newer one which is it's wireless. I bought that mainly for my laptop, but I'll use it on the computer from time to time. It's pretty good. It's better than the mouse I currently have. I think the angle of it is easier to like relax on. Oh god, they probably would pull that shit. You have to watch the live action show to get the true ending. Just have to learn how to play video games with my feet. Yeah, I'm gonna have to be like one of those streamer guys that like plays video games using like stupid appliances. I'm gonna learn how to play the game by using the mic on the Xbox or something, and that means I'm the truest pro gamer. I have to just shout all day, like left, right, attack, X, jump, jump, X. That's going to be the ultimate way to play games. Surely, as a man that sits down to play games as a recreational habit, there will be nothing better than spending the rest of my life learning how to master weird ways of playing games that are so obtuse only someone who spends all day doing it can actually figure it out. They're playing, I don't know, maybe if I got dexterous enough I could play with my feet. I think the real key would be like learning how to play one-handed. If I could get one hand to do all the buttons, that'd be something else. You can scream into the mic. To be fair, the issue with screaming into the mic would be I'll probably just fuck my voice up then. When I'm double down, do it again. Alexandro? Yeah, I have stretches, I do. I have medical stretches that I was prescribed by a doctor that I need to do for my arm. That they probably aren't the same. They might not be the same as the guitar one, but they are the ones that I'm supposed to be doing for my condition. I know, I think I told some people this story yesterday, or was it the day before? But yeah, I recently talked to the doctors again about my wrist because it's not really getting better. So I was like, well, what am I going to do? And they I talked to a different doctor, which was really annoying because he was just like, well, it looks like the person beforehand, you didn't have this condition. It's like, well, they told me last time I talked, they were like, this sounds like carpal tunnel. And I was like, yeah, that sounds about right to me. They gave me the exercises. But he was like, no. It sounds here that they said that it's not carpal tunnel. I was like, no, they said it was. You're reading it wrong. And then I had to spend 20 minutes explaining my condition to him. He goes, I guess that could be carpal tunnel. And he was like, well, you need to go to the furthest away doctor's hospital possible and have electronic people zap you or something with your wrist and tell you what's wrong with it, if it's nerve damage or something else, before we do anything else. And we will send you a letter in the post that will be when you can have this appointment. And then what happened is, in the post there was a letter sent to me that was like, now you can book appointment. I was like, oh, I thought they were giving me an appointment. I guess they're not. I have to now book one. And then I try and book an appointment. So that's when I found out that, oh, brilliant, this fucking 20 plus miles away giant hospital I have to go try and get to, which is a nightmare too. That'll be a lot of fun. And then I realized I went through the arduous process of like trying to book an appointment to only find out that the website told me there are no appointments. They lied to me. There is no appointment. You can't book an appointment. There aren't any. You have to wait again and now give us some details, and maybe one day there will be an appointment. And we'll maybe email it to you, I guess, or maybe we'll send you another letter when there finally is an appointment. So yeah, that was the process. Now, the most annoying thing about that process is that like this appointment isn't actually going to help me. It's an appointment to find out if what I know is wrong with me is wrong with me. And then after that appointment comes out and the results come, then I can get an appointment to actually try and make my wrist better. They're probably, well, usually the plan they usually go with at this point is to steroid injections or something like that. It's usually surgery or steroid injections. I'd rather take a steroid injection. Like if it works, it works. And if not, it might keep off the pain for long enough for me to finish a video competitive. What was the word? You know, if I could finish a video without being in pain the whole time, I guess. If I have to do a lot of drawing or animating, I could do the video without too much trouble, without having to worry about doing some severe relapse damage. Yeah, just screwing up my body part by part until there's nothing left. That's the hardcore gamer way. You're right, Hayden. I can play Nier Replicant one hand a day. Well, that's good to know if I bought that game, I guess. Which I probably am not going to. Have I read Domu? Domu? I've dabbled in Domu. I've dabbled in the Domu. One day I'll probably read the whole thing. one of his earlier mangas. It's like you know, psychic kids in an apartment block, right? Right, so I'm just gonna make sure So the key for, very shoddily, the key here for me right now is just knowing where all the shading points are, having those like pretty clear. That's what, because I'll have to print this out, so I've got to know where all my shading points are, because that'll be important when I'm colouring them in. Just knowing what parts need to be the darker areas. Yeah, Alexandra, yeah, it can always be a nightmare, especially, I imagine it's more of a nightmare in America. Though I'm trying to do it through the NHS, so if I'm lucky it'll eventually happen and, you know, it won't cost me anything, but it's just time, I guess. I don't really have the money to be spending on private, because you can get these sort of processes done on private, but I ain't got that kind of fucking cash. So what, try and attempt to fix my wrist, maybe? I'm just looking for them to stab a fucking steroid injection in my arm. That's all I'm looking for, alright? And hopefully, like, it will sustain the situation. I kind of wish I had never put myself in this position in the first place, but you know, it's too late now to do anything about it. Well, you know, AI squared, it is what it is. I mean, my hand has been worse in the past. On a day-to-day now, it's more manageable. The issue is just the day-to-day management is that I just have to make sure I wear my wrist brace at all times and don't do anything too extreme. I can't lift anything too heavy. That's going to be an issue. You know, not too much repetitive motion. I ideally shouldn't draw that much, which you know, ironic considering what I have to do. But you know, I you know, avoid doing certain motions, avoid lifting anything too heavy. Yeah, I try and use my left hand as much as possible to take the strain off the right hand. Do my stretches. That's all you can really go with after that point. Make sure you sleep enough at night so it can be rested. Oh yeah, Hayden, the video, the arms video is actually doing better than I expected. Actually, much better than I expected, quite frankly. I never really thought it would like crack 20k, but yeah, it's actually done very well. I guess it's because it's very niche, very long, and I guess the thumbnail worked. I don't know. Maybe it was probably just the right time at the right place sort of situation, but it all came together, and it's done, yeah, much better than I could have possibly imagined, which is good, because it took a really long time to make, so I'm glad it was at least, you know, worthwhile in that instance. But yeah, I guess I'm happy with it. It's weird. I never really expected to do those numbers. It looks like it might become the best performing video I've done this year, which is like really weird to think about, considering the topic. I never thought it would be, just because ARMS is such a like weird, obscure studio. I guess maybe because I put Alpha and Lead in the title and, you know, the thumbnail, but I mean, it's still the Alpha and Lead Studio. That's the name of the title. Like, it's, I don't know, if you read it properly, like, I'd assume you kind of get, like, we're talking about a studio. Though some people in the comments obviously didn't read it properly, but, you know, what can you do? I don't think it's that hard to read the title. But yeah, it's done well, I guess, so I'll take that. Hopefully the next video on Nautical does just as well. I mean, you'd think it probably would. But yeah, it's taken a while to get together, but hopefully it all comes together. Kawaii French Toast, that's a good name, Kawaii French Toast. I like that name. I did not know what to text on here. Just started watching the live stream, but I did like the Fall of Alpha and Lead. Yeah, cool. I'm glad you liked it. I'm glad to know who draws. Kawaii French Toast. I don't know, maybe I need to make this more, like, obvious, but you know the drawings in my videos, right? Like, the little pieces of animation with the quotes, like, with the Fall of the Alpha and Lead Studio, so there was, like, at least a good 10, 20 drawings in that video of different people. Who do you think drew those pictures? It was me! Like, the picture of the, you know, Kanbei and Okamoto, and who else did we have in that one? Picture of 11, picture of I don't know, we had a lot of drawings in that video, so here and there, so like I drew them all the little animated drawings. Base people like Alpha and Lead, yeah. I mean, I actually didn't think I was gonna like watching Alpha and Lead again. I was ready to be like, oh god, okay, this is gonna be really difficult. But like, yeah, and rewatching it, I have a newfound appreciation from it. Just like, it was like being 12 again. I was just like, oh shit, no, this actually still works really well. I think there's a lot here that people aren't talking about. They just only see a surface level of the show that they remember watching once upon a time. And I think there's something to be said about it, what it's trying to do, even if it's like, you know, pretty garish in its own way. Kazan Khan, can I get a birthday wish? I don't have the powers to grant any wishes, but I don't know, I can do the best of my abilities, I guess. It was pretty straightforward in my opinion, but I look for anime from specific studios and directors. Was kind of expecting the background info set up for the video. Seems like I was. I don't know, I think some people just didn't read the title correctly. I saw some people who just mentioned Alphen Lied. Maybe just because they didn't really care about everything else, so they were just there to talk about Alphen Lied, which I guess is fair. But it's just a little bit weird because some of them were like commenting like the video was just about Alphen Lied, which is not the case if you've actually watched any of the video. You know, like the first thing I say is like, today we're going to talk about Studio Arms, and this is what they do. And then like I spend a good 10, 12, 13 minutes before we even get to Alphen Lied. Well, it's okay, Kawaii French girl, I forgive you. But yeah, I do, you know, most of the animation and drawings in the videos. Ah, okay, great to hear about it, Hayden, about the video script. Yeah, if you just want to send me all the, when all the lines are ready, just send them to me and I'll record them when I can. It shouldn't take me too long to record some lines. I don't imagine it'll be that bad. I mean, Alphen Lied is the Kawaii French Coast. Yeah, Alphen Lied is the it is the biggest, at least on the western side of things. It is the it is the biggest show that I could think of there, at least from what I can tell in this hemisphere. And yeah, I'm glad you used the same version of Clip Studio. I think I need to update my Clip Studio because I actually upgraded a while ago on one of the sales, but I haven't sorted it yet because I want to upgrade my. I need to readjust everything on my OS. I need to go from 7 to 10 at some point soon. So I need to get prepared to do that, and then I can use the fanciest versions of Clip Studio that won't crash all the time because they're not up to date, or like they stopped supporting it. Yeah, it should be alright, Hayden. I think I can manage just talking into a mic for a little bit, hopefully. I'll give it a good shot. Though yeah, you just give me a heads up for how many lines we're talking about beforehand. Like, how long am I going to be talking? You had the stream recommended. Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised if you got recommended the stream from watching my video. But you know, I'm just drawing. I don't know how long I'll be drawing today, because oh, okay, that's the wrong brush. Basically, the plan was just to do a bit of setting up, just get this this picture ready for the next stage, get the rough done, and then I'll send it off and get it approved or not, I guess. Yeah, I drew the pictures. Maybe, I don't know, maybe I need to make that clearer to people. I think I'll have a video that's coming out at some point in the future that will be about the future of the channel. And I'll probably, after I finish the Nausicaa video, I will make an update video, I guess, and just give people an idea of what we're doing, what the plan is, and I'll tell everyone, just in case they don't know, that I do all those drawings and animation and everything in the channel. Just to, you know, just in case they're questioning. If they didn't know, maybe they assumed I ripped them off the internet and ripped some guy off or something, or that there's someone else who does them. Oh, I see, there's a little shadow down here actually, isn't there? Ooh, fuck. Oh, God damn it. Okay, I need to get the eraser back for a second then. I need to make sure this version is pretty clean. Okay. Okay. Yeah, I think most of the construction here is together. Oh, yeah, Hayden, yeah, 9 and 10 lines, that's fine. I'll be able to sort that out. If it's a paragraph to small thing, I think that should fine. I'll be able to figure it out. I should be able to sit down and do that. I don't think it'll be too much of an issue. I'll probably do it while I'm recording something else. I think vending machines and crane machines will vary depending where you live, don't they? Because, remember when I went to America, there was a fair few of them. But I guess it's specific to location. I don't know, I don't really use them. I think they're a bit of a trap, quite frankly. Cameron, I'll probably be back tomorrow. I don't know, I might start streaming tomorrow as well, depending. I don't know, I don't want to commit to that, because who knows how I'm feeling tomorrow. I should have a look at the ear for a second. But yeah, I might be back. Because I might want to, like, just draw the whole thing on stream. But, like, there'll be probably a section where I need to draw in physical, like on physical. Like I said, I'm going to probably print something out and do some watercolor washes. So if that happens, I don't know if I'll be able to do that section easily on camera, but I could give it a go. I have to set up for it. I will need to find a way of putting the background together. Probably find a bunch of textures that I've got and start slamming them. That'll be a stage of this. But I'll do that another day, I reckon. Oh yeah, thanks Cameron. I don't know if I thanked you for saying nice things about the Nami sketch. Yeah, like I said, it's coming together. I'm planning to use it to do some washes later on. And then I guess I'll probably have to I might have to do like a repaint, I guess. Maybe I'll have to go over, bring out, I don't usually do that, but maybe I'll have to do like a fancier line work layer. Depends how I feel about it. I kind of like rough line work, but yeah, to make it clear, because it's gonna be a thumbnail, I might have to go back over with fancier materials, I guess. Maybe a different brush, go in with a different color, and add it to the wash version when that's done. Start building on top of stuff. Thanks, Katie. I'm glad you liked the picture. Kawaii French Toast, you have a very idealistic idea of how the world works when it comes to stealing and fines and such. Good luck with that. Oh yeah, I like the eye twinkle. I think it's come together quite nicely. I'll probably be adding like a glow to it or something as well, like a glow to the eye twinkle and have some more twinkles around it. It's gonna be, the hand is very temp right now, as you can see. I told the story earlier how I lost my original. I had like a reference that had like lighting reference and color all down. I got myself set up and propped for it. It was I think it was a pretty good reference. I had a ton of poses with my hand, so I had lots of different things to work with, and I lost it. Yeah, my memory card went corrupt and wouldn't work with my camera anymore, so I had to just wipe the whole thing, and I forgot to remove that image. So at some point I need to redo my reference. Maybe a lot lazier this time, just a picture of the old disc and hand. So I have a better idea. And I guess what this would be considered a claw hand. Just Nami has a pincer. She has a crab hand right now. She is half crab, half human, holding a disc. That's very shiny. I'm not caught up with One Piece, I don't have that kind of time. Maybe one day. Oh, Cat wants to leave. Maybe one day I'll catch up with One Piece. I have some manga in the house that I haven't actually read. That was I got specifically to try and catch up with some of the stuff I'd missed. Though I was there are like two giant holes because I listened. Well, I watched. No, I didn't watch. I read a lot of like Whole Cake Island. Like the fight with Charlotte and stuff like that, which was pretty good. But I had kind of dipped out for ages for like Vegapunk and all the stuff with Flamingo, all that random shit. So I was kind of in and out for a while. I've seen a little bit of Warner, but mainly just for the the animation cuts. The background song, this is Panzer Dragoon 2 soundtrack, I think. It is not Forbidden Memories on the PS1 or Duelist on the PS2. Yeah, it's going to be very glowy. I want it to be, I've said it earlier, I want it to be like a postcard memory. The final version of this is going to be like a classic Dazaki postcard memory, so there's going to be shining lights and watercolors and strong colors. It's going to be very, very emotional. You're really going to be able to feel it. I might really push the hair as well. I might really go in with the watercolors on the hair to like accentuate it quite a bit. That seems to be the plan for me. And yeah, quite French though. You don't have to apologize. It's just it's a very unique way of thinking about vending machines. But I don't know. It sounds like you would love going to Japan just to try some out. Yeah, we'll see if the rougher line work survives or not. It might do. It depends how the rougher line looks with the everything finalized and painted over. But it might survive as like underpainting. Though we might get some more strong, clear lines later on. Yeah, it all depends how it comes together. I might bring out like one of my painterly brushes, like one of the what do they call them? One of the more like chiseling brushes I have, like scalpel brushes I think they're called, spatula brushes. They have a certain feeling and ability to them, so I might bring that in as well. A period of time for certain parts of the picture. Maybe when I'm like colouring it in. I like block colouring. We'll see. Because I'll be using the watercolours and then turning that into a wash on top, and maybe for the background I'll use the spatulas. We'll see. We'll see where it goes. And Funebure, I have a set. Alright, they all go to Twitter usually, but I do have a second Twitter, but I'm not very good at promoting, I guess. Where like I created the second Twitter from an old Twitter account, and the idea of it was I was just going to retweet any art stuff I do, like any drawings or little animation pieces. So it was just like a more convenient way for people to. I should probably say that I actually did this on Twitter, but yeah, it was just like going to be a more convenient way for people to like just keep an eye on that specific thing. But yeah, it all goes on Twitter. Alright, Kwai French Tense, you have a good one. I mean, good luck, Cameron. I don't know. It really depends on the edition and a lot of factors if something's worth any money. But yeah, maybe you gotta eBay that shit. Figure it out one day. Oh, I'm getting tired now. It's getting quite late. It's on Twitter, and I think it's called at. Wait, no. All right. Funebure. In my description, in the description of this video, there will be a link to my Twitter. I definitely think there is one. If you go into the description, you'll be able to find the Twitter link, and that will be my main Twitter, so you can find it. and that will have everything on it, but maybe after I finish the stream I will link the second one that I have as well, if you just want the art retweets. Yeah, Cameron, I did. That was also a commission, the Lupin one. So that's this picture is gonna end up being similar to that. I'll wait for the second secret. Yeah, I don't know. Funny bro, I'll DM it to you, I guess, or something if I can find it. It shouldn't be as secret as it is. I just never really I don't know what to do with it. I don't know. But yeah, I'll send it to you. I'll send it to you later if I can remember to do it. Okay, so fuck. What was I doing with this picture again? Okay, wait a minute. Let's bring back Old Nami, because it seems like we got a lot of hair here somewhere. There's like a lot of hair here. Is it hair, or is it just this disc? I guess it's probably the disc. Maybe this is just all disc. Maybe the disc should also be scribbled in a bit. Honestly, this disc is probably a different colour actually, just so it like stands out. So it will be in the video anyway. There we go. Okay, looking at this now, I think I have, oh, okay, I think I have the construction, all the construction done that needs to be done, for now. I think that's true. I'm just trying to figure it out myself now, like, is that true? Am I telling the truth, or am I just thinking I am? Is this just a dream? Did I really do everything I was supposed to? From start to finish, how long does a video take to make? Alexandra, that is a very vague question because it's going to vary depending on the video a hell of a lot, depending on what that video is. And I have no idea. Like, a video could take any amount of time to make depending on, like, you know, the length of it, the complications on writing it, the research of it, like waiting for certain bits, how much like the process of editing takes for like specific things. So like if a video is more intensive, like if there's a lot more animation or drawing that I have to do for it, those things can really slow down the process. If there's a lot more After Effects and these things can slow down the process. How much I'm on camera could increase or speed up the process. Yeah, there's so many different factors that can affect a video. You know, like I've spent the last 3+ weeks strictly researching and writing a script, and I don't know how long it's going to take me to finish the script. But that's a long time for a script, but sometimes it can take a long time to finish a script before you even get to like editing. Funkmaster, I'm always doing stuff. Yeah, I'm always... I do have an Ava sketch somewhere of, it was an idea for a thumbnail. I don't know if I'll actually use it in the end, because I think that I have a different idea for the thumbnail, which is kind of more traditional, but I think it would do better than the version I already have. Like, I had the idea of the sketch I had was sort of like a Beast Ava 1 that was like reminiscent of the Shin Godzilla poster. But I think it's a little bit too vague for what the video is going to be. I do believe that the idea I have currently will do better as a thumbnail, so I'm probably going to go with it. I mean, a lot of this Sega Saturn and Dreamcast music is like MIDI music, isn't it? It's all highly compressed MIDI songs, but you know, I think there's definitely a charm to it all. And Panzer Dragoon has some really good tracks on it. Really good. Alright, actually I see one area where I might need to do a little fix up. So I need to 100% this. I need to clean up everything over here for 1 second. We can add sparkles back in later. I need to, this brand of hair on the over here. Damn it. Alright. We need to go over here. And it's hard to text in the way the shape, but I'm just gonna play with the shape for a second. So we've got, let me pull you back a bit. We have 1, 2, 3. Okay. Yeah. Yeah, yeah, I think a lot of this is in the right quadrant now. I'd say I'm pretty good. I'm pretty alright with that now. Yeah, I mean, Alexandra, there is no average because no video is exactly the same. Like, you know, I've had videos that take 9 days to make, and I've had videos that take 3 months to make. I can't really specify. Yeah, I mean, I might use the video. I might use the artwork somewhere in the video. I could see that happening. Just because, like, yeah, it's been done. Like, the artwork's done, so I could put it somewhere in there. Funkmaster, selling prints is hard. I don't know. I don't know how to fucking do it. There's ways of doing it through YouTube, I guess, but like, I don't know how good their like print quality is, so I would feel a little bit. I don't know. Maybe I should do it. I don't know. I'd have to figure out how where their print quality is at before I start selling any prints, I guess. Um, well, I could see me doing it at some point, I guess. I don't know. Yeah, I'm not going to make a Fiverr and draw on demand because my wrist is fucked. So, like, I'm not going to draw casual pictures for me. I'm not like a prostitute of fucking drawing, mate. I don't do commissions. Usually. Very specifically. You know, if I do a commission, this is kind of, well, technically this is a commission, but, you know, it's a very specific one for someone I know. So, and it's in my field. So, you know, I said I'd do it. But, like, I don't do just random commissions for people. I've got too much shit to do to be drawing people's OCs. And again, yeah, wrist, carpal tunnel. I'm not exactly going to be going out of my way for chump change. Well, we're kind of done here, I think. With this sketch is probably where it needs to be for now. I need to send it off and get approved and figure out if there's anything that they want me to do more. One day I'll probably finish Devil Lady Coroni, though I might do a lot of revisions on it. I feel that she could be buffer and tougher. And I'd need to, again, it's the thing with the Devil Lady Coroni one. It would be a case of my wrist being good that day, but then me also having to shoot some reference because I want to redo her hand as it's firing at the camera. Have like a full-on reference for the rest of the picture, so I can go over and fix some of the anatomy. And then yeah, I might just like buffer up a bit. I want to add a little bit of muscle mass on her, and maybe some minor cleanup. But it's mostly there. I don't know. One day I'll finish it. I mean, yeah, Funkmaster. That's what it would be. That's what you. If you're drawing if you're at the whim of other people's drawings, you know, to be uncouth, that would be the terminology. But yeah, so that's. Well, I'll do this. I'm gonna save this. So save that now. I'm gonna make a screenshot of it. copy it too. And then let's have a look what we've got here. So we have Piccolo Drip. That was a drawing from a while ago. Alf, Okamoto. Look at more. What do we have in the collection here? Ah, there it is. So in the collection of drawings we have for the channel. Yeah, so that's Devil Crone there. It would be this one. Now can it find it? That's the question. Open in Paint. So yeah, that is the drawing I had. I don't know if I'd say it's 100% finished, but like that was generally the gist of it. I just didn't think it would I don't know, I didn't think it would be the best thumbnail in the situation. I didn't think it would quite work. Maybe I'm not in love with the angle. Maybe the angle to me needs to be more. Maybe I need to like make him bigger in the thumbnail. I don't know. Something about it didn't really work for me. But yeah, maybe it'll end up in the video somehow. Yeah, I don't know if I just don't like the pose, maybe. I don't like the specific angle of the pose. Something about it to me doesn't really feel right. Maybe it needs to be more angled down and larger. Something like that. But yeah, it'll probably end up in the video somehow. Yeah, it's a little rough around the edges, intentionally so, because I wanted to create that sort of feeling for it. Yeah, I still feel the angle could be. I don't know, how many layers does this thing have? It's got like a ridiculous amount of layers. If I like took all these layers, I might have just crashed it. Wait a minute. I might need to give it a second. Where's the okay, so alright, let's have a look. So like another layer I haven't taken into account. Yeah, there is. I guess I have to cancel this for a second. Ugh. What's that other layer? Assuming it's this one. Yeah, it is. Oh well. I'll have to sort it out at a different time. Because there's too many random layers to be messing around with right now. But yeah, I want to tip it a little bit more, I guess. Or maybe move it more. Maybe it needs to move to the entire thing just needs to move. Like if I was just to grab it all. Oh god, August is a week away, Jesus Christ, guys. Fucking existentialist if it's hit me. Alright, I'll give it a second. It'll probably take some cleanup, but yeah, that's kind of the angle I'm feeling more. Maybe I'll add a bit more to the sharp horn, but yeah. Yeah. That'll do for now. Alright. So yeah, I think this rough of Nami works for now, and then I'll get the suggestions from the big man. Then we might print it out. I'll get the light box out, add in the sort of I guess it'd be like the overlays. I'll be painting areas in. Start working on putting together a background, I guess. Which I might take some bits and pieces from watercolor washes I must have somewhere. But yeah, maybe I'll save this for now. Save this for now. And it's getting quite late here, so I probably should go to bed in a second. So, till then, let's spin around for a sec. Okay. So what's everyone thinking? Should I post the rough on Twitter? Should I do that? I'm gonna have to do some stretches in my arm. I mean my hand even. I'm gonna do a couple real quick. Just to limber out from all that drawing. Probably more talking than drawing, but yeah. I got what I needed out of it. Yeah, I mean I could probably put it on now. Alright. Well, I'm talking about the Nami picture, not the Ava one. But okay, I'll attempt to post it now. Let's see how this goes. Okay, there we go. I've now tweeted out the picture. And what I will do... Wait a minute. Copy that. It's a bit funny about me sharing things, so I'm going to have to do it a long way. Yeah, so let's take that. Copy this. Copy the link. There we go. So hopefully in the chat now you can now see I have linked the image in question. If people can see it. Did it come up in the chat, everyone? Can you see the Twitter thread thingamajig? Well, whatever you'd call it, Twitter. Ah, I see Funny has found the thingamajig. Right. Now I have found Funny I'm gonna try and message him. Okay, now I gotta remember what fuck. Now I have to remember what my second Twitter is called. Oh god. I think it's at Cray Steve Gray. Don't ask me about the name. I wonder how's the easiest way of finding it. Jeez, I wonder. This is a game in itself. What would be the easiest way of? All right, I got an idea. So if I went through older posts, I might just find it through retweets. God, when was the last time I drew something? Like maybe it's this one. It's called STEVEM 2, isn't it? Yeah. Okay, so it's Crazy Grey. Okay, so I will then post this. There we go. There you go. That would be it. And then I guess at some point I actually have to get into this version of me. Alright. Let's post this. Art reposter. Repost. Channel. Would be Twitter. Okay, art repost channel. There we go. I'm going to put that in the comments. This one as well. And then at some point I have to actually go on it and actually retweet what I drew. There we go. Okay, there we go. Yeah, I'm gonna go in a second too, everyone. So it's all good. I'm glad you enjoyed it, Katie. That's all good. Yeah, so it's on Twitter. I posted the thing. Now I need to figure out how to retweet it on my actual Actually, while I'm here, maybe I should There you go. That is the @ for the my second channel. my second Twitter thing, which I only use now to reblog or retweet. I mean, pictures on from my main channel, just to make it easier to see them all. Emmanuel. The reason my hand is hurt is it has carpal tunnel or nerve damage. You know, from it's a side effect from like overdoing things like drawing, animation, like repetitive motions with your arm in terms of like, say for example, editing or writing out scripts. All things that I have to do on a common basis. Mainly the thing that did me in was long-term animation and large projects at the same time with a deadline. So the cat is calling. If I had a cat camera, that'd be good. Alright, she's... Alright. Let me take the old mic down. This is now the cat stream. You got something to say, cat? Well, now she doesn't want to say anything. Typical. As soon as I give her the mic, she doesn't want to say a damn thing. Alright, she's probably telling me to go to bed. Yeah, I said one last thing. What was I going to do? I was going to just open up Twitter. I was going to open this Twitter and I was going to... Oh wait, I'm already on. I was going to just retweet the post on the art channel, which this is what it's for. This is what you're supposed to do. This is what you're supposed to do. So yeah, so here we go. Retweet. There we go. I did it. Haha, I did it. Yes. I did the thing I was supposed to do. There we go. My purpose is now done. It is fulfilled. What time is it where I live? It is 1 a.m. I went a little later than I expected. Oh, I'm seeing notifications. Aha. Funny Buddery now follows me. Ha ha ha. I see what's happened there. All according to plan. Alright, yeah. So, alright. I don't know what to say anymore. But, yeah, we did some drawing. There were some laughs. There was some pain, which came with it. You know, same old, same old. Hopefully tomorrow will be a more productive day in terms of script writing, and I'll get lots done. I think as of my last line, I think I've just got to the end of the Nausicaa production, but I sort of skimmed some stuff at the end here, so I've sort of streamlined a little bit just because there's so much to talk about. I mean, there's a lot to get into next. I think next point would have to be... Yeah, I think the next point would have to be the birth of Ghibli. But I'm going to double check through the scripts, not the scripts, through the books, and see what if there's any other points I should make first. Oh, I see I have a message. Aha. Nice one, Funny Burry. Okay. Yeah, I should probably call it quits. So I'll say goodnight to now. Everyone, rest well. Alright, yeah. Catch you next time. Maybe it'll be tomorrow.